Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Veterans Memorial Stadium in Coffeyville, Kansas. My name is Dirk Andrews. Welcome. Alongside me, he's the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. He's a maker, a breaker, and a title taker. But I know him as Ryan Butcher. How's it going?
Oh, it is going great. For those of us who were watching the women's game, already got to experience one exciting game and are looking forward to a second one here in lovely Coffeyville, Kansas.
Well, how about that? Let's have another. The great German national team player and coach.
No, West German.
West German from 1954 World Cup winner Sepp Horberger once said, "The ball is round, the game lasts 90 minutes, and everything else is just theory." What do you have to say about that, Ryan Butcher?
I think that's brilliant, and we should say it all the time.
I thought that'd be a good one to start off with, as Neosho taking no time at all getting down the field.
Looks like a little bit of contact there, but the referee is fine with that amount. I mean, really, if you think of all the all the football affiliated people I know of named Sepp, he's definitely the best of the two.
Yeah, and I did a little research today, found that quote. I thought it was pretty cool, and so we will see what Coach Schicky and the boys theorized for us tonight.
Oh, I just realized. Okay, this is kind of a confusing thing, but Coach Schicky received a yellow card during the women's game. Those don't carry over between games, do they?
That's a real interesting question. I couldn't see how between the men's and the women's. Maybe it'll carry over to the next women's game, though.
Okay. I don't know what the rules are.
Shane Ferguson, where are you at?
Yeah,
Shane Ferguson, help us out if you're watching. Here we see a corner from Neosho, already quick on the attack.
Looks like they may opt to take it short. Being watched by Vitor Matos, who is just daring them to try.
And he does. Whips it in.
Oof,
Ooh, that was dangerous.
That took an interesting deflection.
And now, was that off of okay, very good. It'll be goal kick for Coffeyville.
Yeah, and I believe that is our new goalie. You said he was from, where was it again?
We will get more information on that, but I like his kit, that's for sure. I like that top that he's wearing. Coach Schicky, if you are listening, as Jordan Mooney will step up and take this free kick.
Yeah, I think maybe I think our other goalie got a red card recently, so he may still be suspended for this game. So
okay.
He's going to be tested because this is the first conference game. So.
Yeah, so this is a big one here. As you said, the girls started off great in the first half with a goal, got another one in the second half, correct?
Yes, indeed. It was a brilliant header, and of course the first one came off of a penalty kick. It's one of those penalty kicks that no one complains about it being called. They're just like, yep.
The offense knew it, the defense knew it, and Vitor's going to throw this one in. Jordan Mooney playing forward. I like that, actually.
Yep, looks like still struggling to get it past the Neosho midfielders, but looks like they're going to retain possession here for a throw-in.
Number 24 out there, always running around, Alejandro Perez. Probably runs about 2 to 3 miles every game.
Oh, yeah, just casually, in fact.
Exactly, just doing his job. Neosho trying to clear this one out. Red Ravens giving him some pressure.
I've got a lot of places to go being hunted down by Guy Bittencourt.
Oh, he was close to that one, too.
Speaking of being hunted down, trying to pick the Neosho
Carlos Ventura,
pocket.
yes.
Love that.
Like the intensity, like the defense so far up the Red Ravens.
Yeah, they've been kind of lurking on the sidelines, just warming up, and you can see they were just waiting for their chance to get in there. Watching other people play makes you want to play, too.
Yeah, good call. Number 4, Derek Tabota's out there. Jordan Mooney, Luis Fernandez, Vitor, Guy Bittencourt as well.
Yeah, we've got all of the familiar faces from. I mean, they've started pretty consistently.
Yeah, they have. They have a nice core
season.
group. Ooh, nice interception there. Unfortunately, no one there to get on the end of that. Going to play, a somewhat dangerous ball back to the defender.
Was kind of coming around, just daring him to try to go to the outside. And looks
Wow.
like Coffeyville may be able to pick up possession there.
Hustle paying off. Good ball to the middle.
Looking for someone to send it back to. Going to send it up again towards the penalty spot, off the head. Kind of a difficult angle no matter which way you look at it. But still, that is what we like to see.
That's positive play right there. A nice cross into the box, and even though he wasn't able to aim that on target, he still got his head to it, so he was fighting there in the middle.
And I believe that was Alejandro, right?
Yes, it was. Number 24. He's on mile 1 of 3.
Mile 1 of 3. Maybe going a little bit too hard.
Well, and here we see pressure again applied by the Red Ravens, frustrating Neosho.
Neosho was looking for someone.
Ooh, tough challenge there, and ball back over to the Red Ravens.
The referee making a little bit of a hand signal there to just keep things under control.
Pretty sure that's Vitor that took the tumble there. He's strong. He's tough.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Vitor.
And so he'll go ahead and claim this free kick. He earned it. Might as well. Looking to go long with this one.
Raise the roof.
That always works. Into the box. Dangerous.
Oh, it almost did. He was looking for Moody there on the far post and almost found him, but it was just a little too crowded there. But I think that came off of a Neosho player. So hey, we'll take a corner kick.
Look who was lurking there. Jordan Mooney all the way up from the back line. I like that.
I mean, there is a reason for that. He's like, what, 6 feet and some change?
Yes,
so
exactly.
You definitely want him on the far post on a kick like that.
Speaking of that, ball into the box. Cleared momentarily.
Oh, gets it on the volley there. Just try to send it straight forward, and hey, I'd do it too.
I don't blame him there. Those types of kicks are getting better and better each time. Might as well go for it.
Right, and you're guaranteed a certain amount of power behind it, so if you can get that on target, you've got a pretty good chance of putting it in the back of the net.
And think about if you get a deflection inside of the box, you just never know. You're making it tough on the goalie.
Yeah, that almost actually happened.
Oh, wow.
Not the best goal kick, and he's going to try to hunt that one down, but not able to get it back, but hey, we'll take it. Now kind of puts Neosho on the back foot.
Interesting ball from the goalie there. Maybe caught Guy off guard just a bit.
I mean, he didn't flinch, so let's give him credit.
We will. We see Luis Fernandez here looking to throw the ball in. There we go. Luis really does a good job using his body in the middle.
Yep, shielding the ball there. Able to get the ball up the field a little bit. It's going to come off of a head of Neosho and send it in.
Oh, really a good try there from Vitor. Open field in front of the Neosho attackers.
And the referee is going to call stop to that play. He was aiming for the ball, did not quite get the ball. He got something.
He did, and honestly, Vitor is the perfect teammate. He's willing to do something like that to stop a fast break, to stop the attack. He is not very big, but he is an enforcer. That's for sure.
He's big-hearted.
Okay.
What?
No, he's got a lot of heart. There's no doubt about that. He runs and runs and runs. He fights for his team.
And just going to float that gently up in there. And
wow.
Finds the head of a Neosho player, and looks like that's going to be the first goal of the game. So
Ryan Butcher, that was an amazing play right there.
It really was.
The body language there from the free kick, was he trying to fake people out there, or was it more of a finesse type kick? What was it exactly?
When he did that lean back, that's when you kind of saw it just like float up from there, and he actually hit the far post perfectly. That's the kind of ball that you want as someone attacking there, and he handled it well. I mean, credit where credit was due. It was a good goal.
He was able to get above the ball, head it down toward the goal, and it just bounced right in.
You really just need some contact on it, and we actually saw kind of a similar ball during the women's game where Christine got one that was just right at the far post, and she got some contact, but not quite enough, and unfortunately did not go in the back, but that one did, of course. I actually think the difference was that the one she swung at was going way harder, whereas that one was just floated towards the back post.
That was an excellent cross into the box. Wonderful precision. Placed it right on her head, or right on his head, seemed like. And here we go again, attack from Neosho, looking to maybe make it 2.
Nice job marking that potential cross, but
shot to
Neosho's
the box.
Gonna keep it, and it's going to spill out for a corner kick. That is a very hard-working linesman there. Okay.
Well, they're taking a little bit of time here. They are a goal up.
We just want to spotlight how hard the assistant referees are working.
You never know. His family might be watching. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
As Neosho, again, the option for the short or the long kick. Vitor there to defend.
Another long one here. And that is not even going to get into the box. Easily cleared away.
Yeah, Bittencourt got his head to that one. No problem.
So already on the back foot, but they've had some early chances, Coffeyville. So
yeah, they have. And first 5 minutes or so, spent a lot of time down in. Ooh.
Oh no, that is disappointing right there. That's
Yeah.
what you never want to see.
Before I can get my words out.
Just very, very unlucky there for an own goal. Not really much you can do about that. Again, trying to kind of cut it out, not wanting to go cleanly into the box for a Neosho player, and unfortunately gets turned into his own net. So on the back foot.
And here we go. We're going to start it back up. Red Ravens, unfortunately, give up an own goal, find themselves 2 goals down.
About 10 minutes into the first half. Still plenty of time to change the game, so to speak.
Oh, no doubt about
Speaking
it.
of changing the game, good stoppers are going to take a long-range effort.
Oh, he was sizing it up,
Yeah,
wasn't
he was thinking about it, but opts to play it instead. Oh, and it's a foul right there. Played it to Stankovic, who we got the pronunciation right, did some research, made sure I was pronouncing it correctly.
Very good. Yeah, we don't want to upset anyone, get their name wrong.
Yeah, it always made me think of Christian Pulisic, who I think his family is originally Serbian or has some Serbian roots.
Interesting.
But he chooses to have it pronounced in a more kind of Americanized way. And I remember that being kind of confusing for some broadcasters, which it's like, hey, if you don't know what to call him, just call it the one he says is the right one.
Yeah, I mean, you have to trust the player when it comes to that. No
Mhm.
doubt about it.
Yeah, and if we ever mess it up, it's because we don't know no better. So if a player wants to correct us, they're absolutely welcome to.
Yeah, they can definitely come see us during office hours, no doubt. Nice
Swing,
move there.
Swing and a miss. Oh, slides it right under the goalie's hands. What a shot. See that left-footed effort right there?
A lot of spin.
Yeah.
I mean, good curl on that. He took it low and hard to the goalie's right-hand side.
Yes.
Just wasn't able to get down fast
Did you see
enough.
that it had that nice dip on it, too? Like
Yeah.
when he fired, it was kind of like it went down fast, so he was kind of up a little bit higher, not knowing that he kind of like hit the ground a little bit faster.
Well,
that was a really technical shot.
To the goalie's credit, that was a lot harder.
Oh, yeah,
that probably would have been a lot
absolutely.
harder to stop than what it looked like there.
Oh, no, I'm saying that when he made that dip on it.
Oh, no
he
doubt
really
about
can't
it.
fall that fast.
Wasn't saying anything there. I think we were definitely both giving credit where credit's due, and unfortunately, we find ourselves down 3-0 very quickly.
Yes, we are in a bit of a hole right now, but again, lots of game left and still plenty of opportunity to see a change where we see this free kick being taken by, well, the player we were just chatting about.
Stankovic, he will size this one up, look down the field, maybe.
Think he's going to take, it looks like he's going to just take that left-footed, just throw it right into the box. That's what I'm hoping for. Well, didn't quite get the lift on it, but Coffeyville's going to retain possession.
Good camera work right there as well.
Yes, indeed. We call that an action zoom.
Okay.
And if we don't call it that, Zach's not in here to contradict me. So,
Hey, it sounds cool. I know that. So reverse the field here. Red Ravens
Luis
need just to get one back real quick, just to get hopes back up.
Able to keep it in. I mean, we've got a chance here. He's got some help.
Ooh, nice footwork. Oh, that's got to be.
referee
Oh,
is
nothing, he
not-
says.
Says it's nothing.
Butcher, are you kidding me? That's a lot of body there, a lot of contact.
That's one of those things where I don't think he would try to draw one by going down intentionally. It seemed like he was all set to charge in. Like he had a lot of momentum there. I
Well,
don't know.
if
That's one
Coach-
of those things where I'd have to watch and replay. But
If Coach Schicky got a yellow card in the first game, he's probably about to get a red right now.
Oh,
If
no.
I was down there, I'd be a little heated. That was
don't tempt him.
well. We both know Coach Schicky. You know how dedicated and fired up he gets.
He's a passionate man, is what you're saying. Very passionate. So
Yellow card passionate.
I will
definitely.
say that the build-up to that, though, was excellent, and that was actually a very good potential opportunity from CCC. Was probably about 2 touches away from firing it and would have been in a really good position to do so until they were brought down. Speaking of being brought down, looks like it's going to be a Neosho free kick. Maybe they would have liked to see that keep going.
Yeah, it's understandable why that one was called. Came from the back of the player. Got a lot of the ball, but also a lot of the player as well. Still not convinced about that call down there, Ryan Butcher.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to second-guess the referees too much, but maybe that's just, maybe that's my passion.
Wow,
But
ball into the
again,
box.
Punches it away, but doesn't get far. He's backpedaling, and whoa.
Wow.
That should be a goal kick, right? That did come off the did that not come off the
Not quite
post?
sure. No.
Whew.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow, he's going to have to get that
goodness
one.
gracious. His hands are, yeah, I was worried that he might hurt himself there.
Ball played in the middle. Neosho tracking this one down.
Yeah, right now our new goalie is definitely being put through his paces.
Yes, he is.
He's had some faraway shots, he's had some headers, he's had some deflections, and he had what it's like. All I could think of, if that were me, was someone's going to kick me in the hands and break my fingers. But that did not stop him from scrambling for it. So, oh my goodness. We're going to start seeing cards here pretty soon, sooner rather than later, I think.
And the Red Raven players need to keep their heads. We know the
Frustration.
deficit is quite large at this point, so early in the game, but they've just got to be methodical right now.
Absolutely. So, Neosho seems to be taking it a little bit easy while they're probing here, but that does kind of leave him open to a counterattack.
It always does. One play in the middle could change everything.
Yeah, we saw that a lot during the last game that we casted. I think that was about a week and a half ago, right? That wasn't the Sunday game. That was one before that, because that was the one you did with Zach, which I heard rave reviews about how you guys were the best team ever and you should do every single game, which kind of hurt my feelings.
Wow, I don't even know who said that, though, Butcher.
It was
I don't know.
some dude named R. Boucher.
Really?
Posting on the live stream.
Okay, all right. I didn't know I had fans. Very good. I should have known.
Actually, that's kind of a joke because every time I play FIFA, when you have to make your career player name, there's apparently never been a professional football player named Butcher, but there is one named Boucher.
Well,
so
yeah.
that's just what I named my guy.
Bobby Boucher.
Close enough.
Long ball, nice ball, really.
Oh, tries to turn, but Coffeyville player's going to keep it and knock it forward. Actually, put some decent backspin on that, but I don't think that his teammate was ready to receive that. I think that was Alejandro on the wing, was kind of caught off guard by his teammate charging up behind him.
Yeah, he was, and I think there was a little more pace on the ball than what he had anticipated, that's for sure. Wasn't able to catch up with it. Goalie did his job and came out, cleaned it up as Neosho probing the middle.
Yeah, it's 3 Red Ravens to 1 Neosho player, though. That's only going to go one way. I mean, one would hope.
Do you see any? Do you see any switch in strategy from Neosho? It looks like they have maybe 1, 2 guys coming forward. They're nice run here. Oh, wow!
Good touch on that one too. Goalie opts to come out, and is the referee going to say that he was brought down in the box?
No way!
Looks
no
like
way.
he's going to consistently let him play, as it were. Which that one went our way, so hey, we can call it even now, right?
Well, and I'm definitely not saying that the Neosho player flopped because he did not, but
No,
there wasn't enough contact there.
Oh, will that fall? Okay, I was about to say that could fall rather sweetly there. For I believe that was Guy Bittencourt on the outside, or maybe not.
Well, he was making his run, that's for sure. Neosho defender just did his job, stepped in and stopped it before it could happen. Guy again battling on the sideline.
Look at that, nice poise there on the ball, and
he does a good job with the hold-up play.
Okay.
Guy is a very traditional number 9 player, I feel like.
Needed a little bit more mustard on that one. Find the player he was looking for.
Neosho looking to switch field, work the defense a little. 3-0 lead with 27 minutes still left to play. If you're joining us late, you missed a barrage of goals there. Probably like, 5-7 minute span.
Mm-hmm. There's still plenty of football game left to go, so can't complain.
Not at all. As Neosho,
is he going to turn and fire? No, he's going to actually try to make his way past the defense. Looks like that the last touch was from that player as he tried to send it in.
I'm pretty sure that was Derek Taboto back there. Good job by him.
Yeah, we appreciate that kind of defense. Marked him to the very last.
He had to hang tough there.
Absolutely.
If he would have let that shoulder get by him, that might have been another goal.
That is what they do. They drop that shoulder, they fly inside, and then they just have to swing true and knock it in. And we definitely don't want to see any more of that from the Red Raven side because want to see them make a play to get back in there.
Yeah, 1 goal before half would do a lot to lift the spirits, even 2.
Yes, indeed.
As ball played to the middle here, battle for it. Red Ravens bring it down. Number 10, Bruno, brings it down but loses it. Good play there from the Neosho player on the right-hand side, looking into the box.
Going to have to try a little bit harder than that. They were wise to one going low on the ground there.
Jordan Mooney puts a big boot to it, clears it out. But here we have Neosho back on the ball. Taboto tried to play that one to his teammate there, a little too hard.
Was able to get through that slide tackle, but in the end, it's just going to end up being a Coffeyville ball.
Tried to play it long there. Couldn't find the man running down the left-hand side. Back and forth football as of now.
So this feels like an excellent time to mention something.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Played to the box, but great job by the goalie.
I think he may have caught that in not a great way.
Wow, goodness. So maybe it would be a good time to mention what you need to mention there.
Neosho is 5-0.
5-0, okay.
Which, I don't know if you know, is a perfect streak at this point. You probably guessed that. And I was looking up just because I was curious about their goal differential. 5-2, 3-1, 2-0, 3-2, and 4-0 at their last win versus Otero Junior College. So, yeah, it looks like they're definitely going to be a challenging opponent, and this seems more the norm rather than a fluke.
Well, and I feel like we do have the fight and the talent to maybe dig into this score a little bit here as we see the Red Raven goalkeeper down. Maybe another opportune time to bring up some of the tables around world football. How about that? How do you feel about that?
Not great, considering how my team's been playing.
Okay, well,
so... I was chatting with Zach about the women's soccer game. Did you have a chance to watch the Portugal game?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It was a pretty comfortable 3-0 win. It was just weird how many shots were coming off the woodwork. I mean, they were just pounding them, and they kind of got lucky to get away with only a 3-0 loss on that one.
It's crazy how the women's team, almost every time they go out, could easily put up close to, if not double digits.
Yep.
You know?
And right now they're rocking a 16-0 winning streak, so they're having no problems. It looks like, we'll be subbing in a new goalie. So how about that? But yeah, they've been playing amazing. I was actually looking up their previous streaks because I remembered a big one from it was before the World Cup win against Japan in 2015, and apparently it was a 43 win streak.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was something all right. And that was, of course, that's kind of how I knew that after they had unfortunately lost in the finals back in 2011, that this was like a new team. And it was a team that was not going to crumble. And they absolutely pounded Japan in that final. That's still probably one of my favorite women's soccer memories.
And they
next
started
to the win back in 1999, of
sure,
course.
And they started a new streak.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly.
So I mean, I think maybe the only disappointing run I've ever seen was during the last She Believes Cup. But, I mean,
it's hard to be upset about, a couple losses here or there whenever they're getting so many victories in important matches.
Can we all just admit that's a horrible name for a cup? Is it just me?
Well, you might have
am I
Morgan or
get hate mail
Rapino on
that
this
one?
live chat.
I didn't say that. I didn't say she was bad. I said the name was bad. For the cup.
Well, and going back,
also she's my favorite player, so I'm never going to say that.
Gingerly fell down right there.
Yes,
felt the body on the back, and I guess did the right thing there as a player. Took the foul.
Yeah,
won the free kick.
But yeah, their entire, of course, World Cup win this time was amazing. Saw every single game, and not just the U.S. women, but that's one of the benefits of being a teacher and being a soccer fan. You get to watch the entire World Cup. And, yeah, that's going to go out for a Coffeyville goal kick. Did you have a chance to watch all those? Were you out of town during that?
Well, so I taught. Some people actually have to do work during the summer.
Why would you
Ryan
do that
Butcher.
on a World Cup summer?
I
mean,
know.
I'd just be like, no, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah,
the entire summer.
I taught a summer class, but I was able to catch the afternoon games. And, hey, good soccer is good soccer, no matter the gender or the place, where it's at. So it was enjoyable.
It's also nice to watch the U.S. dominate. I know the U.S. men will be playing a friendly against Mexico here on Friday, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Nice run being made here.
Nice turn. It looks like he was trying to tap it onto the wing there, and it does eventually fall to him. Now he's looking to reset the play, send it back, floats it in to the box, and easily chests it back to the goalie, who's going to play around with it a little, and, oh, man, it's going to bend down.
The man who made that run, Wallace Prado, I like it whenever he comes in. He provides a lot of energy from the midfield.
Yes, which is exactly what we're going to need at this point in the game. If
That's
you want to try to change the, to kind of just find a way to get some shots on goal, you're going to need some good amount of energy. And speaking of which, we've got a defender who's trapped in his own half.
Yeah, very good thievery right there.
Nice turns, nice touch, even with two players on him. Finds a player in the center. Oh, looks to send it into the box and just misses the feet of Alejandro.
Prado was also there, maybe looking for the flick. Just never got there.
No one on him from the front.
Good job by Vitor to bring that one down.
Oh, looks like There's a little bit of a protest there, saying, "Hey, referee, where was that?" But the referee is unmoved. He's been again consistent on letting a lot go by, but not that.
Well, and Wallace has to keep his head right there. He got out of position on defense, and then in an effort to get back, then in an also an effort to maybe get a little revenge from the kick he thought that he received, he went ahead and kicked out as well. And down 3-0, we have to keep our mental. That's for sure.
Yes, indeed.
We talked about that.
So speaking of tables,
how
is your team doing?
So I had the top 5 from some of the biggest leagues around the world. Real Madrid is currently number 5 in La Liga. Actually, looking at the tables from around the world, it's interesting. A lot of quote-unquote smaller teams up there right now. It's interesting. Barcelona, not even in the top 5 in La Liga. Yeah, you have Athletic Bilbao, Sevilla, and
Neosho, one of the top. Actually, I think the top team in the conference right now.
Top team in the conference, that's for sure. As we see the 4th goal go by, what a clever goal right there, Ryan. But you got to give credit where credit's due.
Oh, I mean, there's definitely credit there. I'm not going to complain when it's that good. It's just they're just a very good team. I mean, I was reading off their score lines earlier. This is how they play, and they knew it was going to be a difficult game coming in. But you just got to see if you can see it through. You got 90 minutes to play. You got to make them count.
It was interesting how in the first 5, 7, maybe 10 minutes, Coffeyville owned possession. They were constantly attacking goal, but after that, it's been all Neosho.
It's true, and that first goal off of that header was pretty clinical. I think maybe it was the own goal is when things started to seem like they were kind of struggling because those take a lot out of you. I mean, it was honestly he made the right play. You want to try to keep it from going into the goal like that,
sure.
But it's just like when it happens, there is no way you can't walk away from that just feeling responsible, even if it could happen to anyone type thing.
You're exactly right, and it's hard to talk someone out of that. Hey, it could happen to anybody. Well, that doesn't quite help at the moment. True. Hopefully down the road he'll realize. And the more you play defender, the more you're going to do those types of things, right? I mean, It's just going to happen.
True. So who is at the top of the Spanish league?
In La Liga, it is Atletico Madrid.
Oh, how about that?
I know. Interesting.
They were always, to me, at least, I mean, I didn't follow that league, but whenever I would see them play, they were always the team that was always kind of struggling.
Shot on goal.
Easily caught.
Yeah, good job there.
Thrown away.
Well, they've always played third fiddle, that's for sure. And I guess maybe Atletico fans would be mad to hear me say that. But they've always kind of played third fiddle. But throughout the recent years, they've added a lot of talent. Of course, Diego Simeone's a great coach. Their stadium is one of the hardest to play in overall. They have great fans. They signed João Felix from Portugal. They have Costa as well.
I was about to say, speaking of Diego's.
Yeah, they have Costa. They have a nice defense. It's just working for them early, and it's just not for Barcelona. They've been without Messi for the whole season so far.
True. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Champions League when it kicks off here, which I think they're still they obviously did the draw.
Yes.
How'd you feel about your draw, by the way?
An interesting matchup, PSG, correct?
Yes, from what I recall.
Well, and so the thing about PSG, how are they going to line up? Is Neymar going to join the squad finally? Did you see the video clip of Mbappe pushing Neymar out of the French Cup celebration?
Oh.
or whatever that was. Yeah, he just
that.
pushed him out, and it's just weird how they will come together. Long ball sent down the left-hand side. Neosho looks like that'll be offside. 20 minutes left to go in this first half.
The team can breathe a little bit easier. I think the team I was most worried about Chelsea drawing was Valencia, which has actually had a. I mean, they're actually a tougher team that people give them credit for. So
a lot of the
teams winced at that one a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. And even though La Liga is usually top heavy as far as Real Madrid, Atletico, all those teams are pretty solid.
Yep. And I think we got Ajax as well, which I actually watched Ajax's qualification games to get them in. And I think they won 4-2 on aggregate, and they really fought hard on that second game. They earned that spot, and that was the thing that kind of made me worry. I was like, oh no, that team that I watched fight their way into the group stages is now going to be against my team. But I mean,
they come in with some momentum after doing something like that, and Jordan Mooney just clearing that one out, making sure the scoreline stays what it does.
Yeah, we have all of that to look for. Man, I
Well,
freaking love the fall.
and
No,
Ajax,
just so much
too,
going on.
some of their biggest players signed and are now at new teams, so it's not the Ajax of last year. That's one
Right.
thing to keep in mind.
So it looks like that's going to be on Tuesday, the 17th. So after the international break,
International
we
break.
can settle into some Champions League football. Looking forward to it. I think we play Valencia first as well. So
Oh, that'll be
we'll
tough.
have that to look forward to.
So here we go,
I mean,
Neosho.
you might as well start off with the big one.
That's true. Give the fans what they want. They'll play this one short into the box. Nice curl in. Ooh,
Curl went the
wow.
wrong way. Oh, and PSG, of course, is also first. Speaking of first, so you can enjoy that. I'm actually super excited to watch that game because it's going to be two good teams. And Chelsea has been knocked out of the Champions League more times than I care to admit by PSG. So I wouldn't be upset to see them lose. Let's put it that way.
It's weird how those matchups keep coming back year after year after year. It's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't had too much of a sniff at the title since back in 2013, but it was those memories are just gonna have to keep me warm for a while. And there's the Europa League win last season, which is like, hey, we'll take it.
I think you should always take pride in any trophy a team wins. Nice thievery there in the middle.
Oh,
Ooh, came
from behind, but the referee's saying it was nothing. Gets back up, and he said maybe there was some additional contact there.
Referee better take a hold of this game. He better get a hold of what's going on here. I mean, it's.
Who was he gesturing to right there? Looked like he was pointing to one of the Coffeyville players.
Not sure, but Mooney sends this one down.
Oh, okay. Looked to charge through there. If he could have just gotten any contact on it, would have been enough. But the Neosho defender was wise to it.
18 minutes left in this first half.
Brought to you by KGGF and CCC.
I like that partnership.
Me too.
I enjoy it. It's cool that we're able to live stream so many events, not only for the students, but for their families back home, those people in the community who can't make it out.
Looks like he's going to take a shot, and it is going to go to the parking lot.
It is open season on that goal right now from Neosho. Their confidence is very high.
Yes, indeed. And the ones that they've had on target, they've got a pretty good percentage of those going in.
And so think about that shot. All he really needed there was a little more curve on that left-footed shot. I mean, and that would have probably hit upper 90 on that left-hand side. Sort of similar to the one that was hit earlier with a lot of pace and curl as well.
Looks like we are going. He didn't quite like that goal kick. Maybe there was a substitution going on that wasn't done.
Either way, Red Ravens on the attack. Ball sent down the field. Ooh, fight for it there. Maybe an injury.
Yeah, it looks like he's had his hands on his thighs there for a second, but I think he picked his face up.
Red Ravens on the attack. Play this one back. Nice reversal there.
Some good one-touch football going on there.
Yeah, and don't think about the score right now. Just try to play with some pace and determination.
Absolutely.
Those quick passes have always done us well. And in each game that we've broadcasted, the faster we play, I think the better we do. I think it's when we think about it for too long, and especially when we get down 1 goal, 2 goals, we just start thinking about it so much, and we put a lot of emphasis on every single move, which there should be, but yet maybe too much of an emphasis is there, and that leads to a little bit of stress, a little bit of panic.
Oh, but maybe
nice
a good
play.
Opportunity. Oh!
Yay! Go, 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 go.
That was an excellent goal created out of essentially nothing.
Making something out of nothing. Guy Bittencourt, very good job there.
He saw a mistake by the defender. He charged. He grabbed it. He sent it. I believe that was off of his left foot. Just kind of like shot it straight forward. It's like he just knew he just needed power on it, and he needed it to hit the target. And hey, Coffeyville nabs himself. Well, I mean, that's not men's sports. A bit of pride.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, let's see where it goes from here as well. I want to see the response from the team. Will they keep going? Will they keep fighting? Because it could very easily be 2-4 by the end of this half if they just keep attacking.
And maybe that's something that even Neosho is going to say. It's like, we were maybe kind of let our foot off the gas a little bit. Maybe we need to be a little bit more careful. So how are they going to respond to that? Are they going to try to just keep racking up the score line, or are they going to keep playing out of the back like they've been doing? And looks like is away from that.
I don't mind that contact from Bruno there. Not bad defense.
Yeah, I wonder if the referee allowed that to play on, or if again he thought that was a fair amount of contact. Not sure, but Coffeyville's going to try to play it up again. Look who is sniffing around there. Just
nice
wondering.
job, yeah. And again, pick up the pace a little bit. Make Neosho react versus us always having to react to them. Enforce our
Exactly.
will onto them. This last 14 minutes could be pretty exciting.
Absolutely. So far, again, a lot of interesting play tonight. It's also got a little bit cooler out there, so hey, maybe they're feeling like it's time to really, put everything into this game before halftime.
Ryan Butcher, it was hot as a biscuit earlier.
Yep, we don't have AC up here in this fifth floor, so we were feeling it too. We've got Zach. Zach thankfully bought us a tower fan, but that first half was it was miserable.
We
is
do
what
it for the
was.
love. We do it for the love, Ryan Butcher.
Oh,
And that ball
absolutely.
looked out, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth, the first time around. But
For anyone who was listening to me commentating the first half of the women's game by myself, if I sounded very, very tired, it was just so hot. I was doing my best.
did you fall out? I mean,
I felt
you
like it.
fell out, yeah.
I stuck with it, though.
Ball goes back over to the Red Ravens. Well, and hey, not only are the players working hard on the field, we have Ryan Butcher up here sacrificing all he can to interpret the game for you. Wow.
Speaking of interpreting the game, it might have another chance for Coffeyville to seize.
Ooh, took a Coffeyville bounce.
There's 3 Coffeyville players on this one. Oh, is he going to try to be clever with it?
off the
post.
woodwork.
Oh, with a chance at a rebound off the woodwork of all places. Oh, it looks like his referee going to say maybe that popped
Offsides?
up.
Or
No, that definitely wasn't offside. Maybe it popped up and hit the post.
What a clever shot right there, though.
Okay, I think he was saying that on the rebound he was offside.
Goalie must have been out of place, just a little bit out of position.
Or no, it's just a straight up goal kick. Yeah, I think maybe it popped up off of the bar and then hit the uprights. That's what I was having trouble thinking of the word.
Okay.
You know that thing, from that other football.
That other football. Yes, you are exactly right. But positive play moving forward from the Red Ravens. We want to see more of that.
I really like that he tried to catch the goalie off guard from distance and that it was on target.
It was clever.
Yeah. And I think probably what the goalie was expecting when you got 3 charging players like that you're going to try to, play him off and to continue to beat the defender. But there's a lot of risk involved in that because there were 2 defenders that were closing down that ball. And I think his thought was, I might be able to put it into the back of net from here, and the goalie's not going to be anticipating that. And, well,
centimeters off. Yeah, so close.
Centimeters. As long as we're calling it football, let's talk about the metric system.
Okay. Fill me in there. What should I use?
You started it. You keep doing it.
It was close. How about that?
There
it was
we
very
go.
close.
Very, very close.
Jordan Moody's going to play this one out. Let's see if they can break. Good job by the
Kind of
Neosho
a
D.
heavy touch there, but attempt to win it back. And, referee is going to bring that one back.
Yeah, tough play there. Josh Clayball.
Neosho is going to have a chance at a free kick here. That is, of course, how they got their first goal.
Ooh, quick free kick, too. They're off to the races.
Off of a set piece.
Pretty good 1-2 there, but an even better job by the Red Raven defense to step up. Stop that one. Battle on the sideline.
Loses it, but it does not go far. And looks like the referee is going to bring that back, say that there was a foul involved.
Yeah. Finally.
Finally, it's happened to me.
What a wonderful song. I mean, I'm trying to hold myself back from dancing. Trying to hold myself back. I can't hold myself back anymore. And since you folks can't see at home, I'm just going to let you know I'm a pretty good dancer.
A pretty good chair dancer.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
So with just over 10 minutes left in the half, Neosho in their own third, looking to play out. They haven't really done a lot of long balls over the top. They generally prefer to play it to the wings and then have, charge up and look for a chance to play a player on the ground. I say that, and they're going to immediately prove me to be a liar, but it doesn't get too far. So, hey, maybe I'll give myself half credit on that.
Well, but you're not.
Nice spin there. Way to keep
Yeah,
it
definitely so.
at his
22,
feet.
Carlos Ventura. But you're not lying, though. They've gotten their goals from precision passing, quick play.
Yeah, you play to your strengths. Coffeyville is looking to see if they can play one over the top. And, of course, their one goal came from a defensive error that they were quick to pounce on. They've typically played pretty high up the pitch like we saw in that breakaway. There were 3 Coffeyville players against 2 Neosho defenders. Immediately,
Ooh.
swung a bit late on that one, and the Yeah, ref's going to bring that back. Hasn't given any yellow cards yet, but he's going to stop play, which means maybe he's going to change his mind here.
Well, and yeah, it does. And it was getting a little chippy out there, to tell you the truth. I'm
There's
surprised.
that yellow card. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Well,
kind
and
of
he
wondered.
he left his feet. Studs were up, right? I mean, it was pretty reckless.
He gets his stretch on. Is like, yep, okay. Now I'm going. Let me just think about it for a sec.
Okay, here we go.
And that was Carlos, who will be taking a short breather while we get a substitution.
Some reinforcement here in the middle.
Yes, indeed. The more the merrier.
See what we can get in this last
11 minutes or so.
Okay.
I think we added on a little bit of time there. Had a lot of stoppages of plays.
Long ball played in. Shouldn't be a problem for the goalkeeper. Long ball sent out. Ooh, Bruno.
Gets the head on it. Is able to send it back. Is he going to choose to play it back to the goalie? He does.
I like to see him fighting like that, though.
Oh,
that was great.
Could be. Oh, that was a little bit of heft on that one. Maybe more than the defender would have liked. The goalie kind of tried to take that a little casually and almost paid for it.
Thankfully for him, the defender took care of it, no problem.
Right. Not so thankfully for us, but for him. And looks like he's going to be onside there.
That was close.
He was held. I was actually watching the back line and.
Oh, wow.
Off the post.
Again, open season for these Neosho players going forward.
Yes, indeed.
They have great technique on their shots.
Absolutely. Referee's going to bring that one back.
Have another substitution here.
Ah, okay. I thought he was gesturing something. I think he was just wiping some sweat off his brow.
And I thought maybe bringing the play back, as far as the woodwork. Did it actually hit the goalpost from American football? What happened there?
I think it
wasn't
must
quite sure.
I think it must just hit the woodwork. Brought to you by KGTF and CCC.
KGGF and CCC, I tell you what. So
every time when we wait for the throw-ins to come in, all I can think of is who this broadcast is brought to you by.
Bum, bum.
What was that? The PBS thing?
Oh no, that's our own.
Oh,
that's our own right there.
I didn't actually know we had one.
No, I just made it up.
I figured.
Breaking away Neosho, but good job by the Red Raven defender to stop that one. Thought maybe we could pull off a break of our own there. Neosho getting back, though.
Off of the leg, Neosho midfielder there, enough to take the sting out of the ball.
Number 19, Jose Villanueva, up top there.
So there's that ball, tried to float it over the top, out to the wing, but Coffeyville defense is wise to it.
Yeah, good job by Bruno to clean that one up.
So now they're pressing up pretty high. This is one of those one small mistake and the ball's in the back of the net.
Good hustle by Jordan Mooney.
Looks like
no contact.
Looks like the mistake may actually end up being on the other end as Coffeyville regains possession and it's going to attempt to play it forward.
Ball played forward. Oh, good defense there. Neosho not letting the Red Raven attack get past the midfield at this moment. Staying strong there. Gee sizes up the options.
Sends it towards the
wow,
box.
that was a good look.
Yeah, you saw the defender actually kind of put on the brakes really fast and did a quick turn, was able to get just enough contact on it to bring it down.
Number 12, Wallace Prado, was in the box waiting for that one. Neosho claims this one. They'll play it back.
See the Coffeyville forwards and midfielders pressing up a little bit, trying to put some pressure on it, while Neosho spreads out. Content to force Coffeyville to run after it.
Oh, there you go. Gee putting pressure on the goalie.
Almost didn't work out for him, but he was able to get away just in time.
And remember, making something out of nothing, he's the whole reason why we got that first goal.
Exactly. So I think he's eager to try again.
And sometimes it happens like that during a game. The passing isn't there. One reason or another, might be good defense, but however you can get the goal, even if you have to scrap it together. As Bruno will take this throw in, just about 7 minutes left.
Got that back with a little more power than he probably would have appreciated, but he's able to get it under control. Unfortunately, snatched away by the Neosho player, and again snatched away by CCC, who sends it very long and deep. Looking at the wings, I was about to say would find him, but the goalie is scrambling.
What a nice ball, though, really.
That was well played by the goalie there. I can't believe he found the player he was looking for when he looked like he was off balance and, definitely in a bit of a pickle, let's say. I'm pretty sure that's what they say.
A lot of skill and technique as far as what he was able to
Send
do
that
right there to clear
long,
out the ball.
Pops it up and sends it in, but only gets as far as the goalie, who
I'm
will throw it back.
liking Wallace Prado on that right-hand side.
Yes, indeed. Maybe that's what they're thinking, like a little bit of a change in tactics almost, and maybe catch him off guard, we hope. Of course, now Neosho is on the attack again.
Nice dribbling there,
Yeah.
shot into the box, but
An attack that's ultimately smothered by no fewer than 3 defenders, which is enough to basically keep anyone from doing anything. Although he definitely did a lot of work to make it into an opportunity, but
yes, he did. And you have to give him credit for doing that, as looks like a substitution will come in. Neosho throw in. Content just to knock the ball around just a little bit. 5 minutes left to go. Long ball into the box. Defender's there.
I like that chip. Got that nice backspin on it.
Makes me think of that first goal.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. But I'm kind of hoping that our boys down there are, if maybe kind of wise to it, expecting it, and took a bit of contact there, which he was not happy with. But again, referee's going to go ahead and let that one go.
And that was Stankovic there who caught that maybe in the Achilles. That's tough.
Oh, and it looks like actually is going to bring it back. He's going to say that was indeed, yeah. The way that he went down, you only go down like that when there's some, let's just say, extra contact.
Ooh, nice ball there from Mooney.
Oh, that was a close one. Goalie was just at the edge of his box. Tried to take that one quickly, maybe catch the defense off guard. Almost. Close.
And I like, again, the intensity, that's for sure. 4 minutes left. We would love to get in with another goal here, maybe half that score line.
Yes, indeed.
Half the deficit.
A lead by 2, not as daunting as a lead by 3 when you're trying to claw your way back into the game.
Neosho having none of that. Attack down this right-hand side.
With a lot of help.
Ooh, nice chip
Back
up,
out to
really.
He'll probably take it first time, and he does, but
Whoa.
it's going to, I think that was intended to be a cross. Turned into more of a shot.
If a player would have been on that back post, it would have been a brilliant pass. If that would have went in the goal, it would have been a brilliant shot, correct?
There's no way, though, that a player could have gotten there at that speed since he took it first time.
Good call.
There is not an R2 button that works well enough to go that fast to get there in time.
R2, are you referencing FIFA?
I do that every now and again.
Nice. When does that game come out? Is it already out, the new edition? Right when I build up my squad to have all these good players, a new edition comes out and I can't use them anymore. I get kind of upset about that.
There's a reason why I only buy every other edition of FIFA. It's because I always feel like it takes me over a year to get super invested in whatever career player I've made that I just skip it and wait for the next one. So I think this is the one it's time for me to buy. Plus, I don't know what they did with the PKs in the last one that I have, but I hate them, and I just hope it's better because I cannot shoot them to save my life.
Free kicks and PKs, they were a lot different.
Yes. I practiced them. I did the training over and over and over again, and I just wish there was a way for you to tell the coach, don't give me PKs. I am unqualified to take these PKs. Now, of course, every PK we've seen today, of course, everyone's been super qualified, which is, say, the one that went into the back of the net for Coffeyville women.
And that was Luis Atkinson, correct, who stepped up and hit in that PK?
I believe so, yes, and I think she was also the one who drew the foul in the first place, if I'm not mistaken. She was a joy to watch in that game.
Yeah, number 10.
Oh, looked like he was really trying to send that one into the box there. You could see the power in it, just got cut out by the Neosho player. A little bit of a touch there, closing him down, showing him a little respect.
Well, and he's going to ultimately keep possession and move the ball downfield. Oh, it's
Looks
out of
like
bounds
the
there.
Linesman's going to give that to Coffeyville.
2 minutes left in this first half. Oh, two throw-ins there. Have you ever seen that before, Ryan Butcher?
A double
It's like a
throw-in.
two-headed snake right there.
That's definitely something you don't expect.
Double throw-in.
I guess it's like tennis. Just call that one a fault and give it back to him again.
Ooh, U.S. Open. Been watching any of the U.S. Open?
No.
Oh, come on.
I do you know what I like more than watching tennis? Playing ping pong.
Hmm.
So that kind of tells you about my level of involvement. I don't play ping pong a lot either.
Is Serena still in the U.S. Open? She's still in it?
I actually did see a video of her winning and showing respect to a younger player, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
who had tried hard to get there. And I remember it was heartwarming, but I didn't see the game that led up to it. Let's
Sure,
put it that
sure.
way.
She's a good one.
She absolutely is.
As Neosho just content to knock this one around. Wish I could be a fly in the locker room, hear both coaches' speeches. I'm sure Neosho will preach just intensity, trusting the technique, wasting time whenever you can. Coffeyville will want to stay on the attack, maybe bring some fresh legs in, bolster that attack.
Yeah, it actually makes me wonder what the strategy is going to be like coming back in from the locker room at halftime. Should be interesting, to say the least, because they're going to need something. I mean, obviously, it's not over yet. You still got another 45 minutes. Coffeyville's been fighting for everything, and
Speaking of fighting right there, I think that was Taboda, maybe.
and it's a free kick in exactly the same spot that led to the very first goal. But he's got to take it fast because the clock is not stopped. Got 15 seconds left. Takes it directly and just
Oh, wow,
throws
folks.
it, blasts it into the back of the net. The goalie seems shocked by that. I guess he wasn't expecting it to be taken quickly, but that is going to be how we end the half. So
That's a tough way to end the half there. You know, speaking of halftime speeches,
and
let's
yeah.
see if we even replay this one. Looks like he has a yellow card out. Who's he going to get for this? Did Jordan Mooney just get a yellow card?
Someone's name is being written down in the book, and Jordan Mooney is nearby, and he definitely has a look on his face of someone who just got a yellow card. So, or who knows?
Well, let's see who goes out as far as substitution because you have to come out after a yellow card, correct? Or
yes, and I don't.
is he just going to call it?
That is an excellent question, and hopefully we'll find an answer to that during halftime. So, wait for it. There we go.
Okay.
So we will see you after the half. Everyone, well, have a great halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back live here at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Coffeyville, Kansas. Tough scoreline so far this first half, Ryan.
Yeah, tough score line indeed. I think we've got a new goalie on. We saw him getting warmed up during halftime. We were helping out, of course, as professional trainers.
Oh, no doubt about it. Long ball, aggressive play already from the Red Ravens. Good to see that. Throw in there from number 12, Prado. We saw Prado come on off the bench and provide a lot of spark and energy.
Mm-hmm. Hoping have a chance to grab,
There he goes.
well, maybe stuff like that. I don't know. But it looks like Neosho's on the break. He's got some help charging into the center. Instead,
move.
cuts and fires. And the new goalie is unfazed.
Within 1 minute,
Within
coming
1
off
minute.
the bench, he's already been tested. Good job.
This is definitely one of those games where we're going to see what kind of metal he has.
And not only him, but each player on this CCC team, how will this second half go?
Yeah,
Will
that
it be
is
a
good-
slippery slope of goals, or can we fight back?
I don't know. That actually is a good question, and I'm sure that they're also thinking, like, how should they play out this half? Should they try to maintain their lead? Should they just keep firing at them? It looks like they're going to come out swinging, so Coffeyville has to be ready to counterattack.
So Feliciano's in there, Bruno as well, looking to defend this corner. Good camera work there. Nice job.
Whoa.
Ooh, I thought the goalie had that at first.
I
but it
actually
actually went through,
did.
correct?
Yeah, and I think that came off. Was that caught at the far post by? I didn't see who the defender was, but oh wow, their goalie's way out. I was going to be happy to take his time back.
Not
here.
a bad break there from the Red Ravens, just maybe 1 or 2 passes off. Do you think Neosho will take their time in almost everything they do this second half, passing, throw-ins, everything?
Well, they've been playing a pretty fast-paced game. I think they may try to, but your instinct takes over after a while.
Good call. Jordan Mooney, is he playing a more advanced position? He seems to be playing more in the midfield. And maybe that's because of the score line as well.
Had some options in the box. Opted to go back. Fires
Wow.
from long distance. Look at that dip on the ball, but off target.
If you're a Neosho coach, you probably don't mind that too much.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. I mean, it's like we're saying with the women's game. You know, the time that you're attacking the ball, that you're taking shots, that's time the other team's not trying to, shrink your lead. And looks like we are waiting for a ball. There we go.
There we are. So the volleyball team tonight actually took on Highland College, the number 2 and number 4 ranked teams in the nation. Still waiting to hear results from that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, often I think on Wednesdays we have that problem where, it's kind of a late challenge there, where we have volleyball and soccer, and people have to divide their loyalties.
It's hard to choose, to tell you the truth. Volleyball games.
Not hard for me, but because soccer always takes precedence. But if there were no soccer, I'd be at the volleyball game immediately. Let's put it that way.
So pretty good 1-2 there from Neosho. Still battling.
Able to kind of keep his feet there. Looks like it's going to be a corner for Neosho. But yeah, the volleyball team, of course, has won back-to-back national championships. They are amazing, fun to watch, but I don't know.
I get you. Hey,
I
you're a
got
bigger
my-
soccer fan. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I love watching them play. It could be my second sport, but
It's a lot of fun to watch. There's no doubt about that. But they're taking on Highland tonight. We'll be looking in to get those results.
yeah,
and then,
we might do some live scores of that later on.
ooh, play into the box,
And looks like
and
that's not going to go in. Oh no, the linesman is saying that was indeed a goal. That is going to be 6-1 right there. Speaking of live score updates.
so Ryan, let's explain what happened right there. So it hit the crossbar.
It popped up
and
the inside of the crossbar. It would have come down and it has to completely cross the line. But even then, it might have bounced back out. But I think the linesman was saying that when it bounced in, that it came across the line and then came back. Meaning
Now,
that
we do not have the
goal line technology.
exactly, and he actually made that call from an interesting position. How do you feel about that? He was actually behind play.
Oh, I mean, I think that is what he was explicitly looking for. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it too much. I think he probably made the right call, to be honest, because I thought it went in and would have been surprised if it had not been called like that. And looks like
Oh, here.
offside. I was waiting for that call. Yeah, he was just sitting there waiting for the player to put a boot to the ball there.
Tried the volley. Wouldn't have counted either way. Neosho County adding to their goal score and their just differential overall. Like you mentioned earlier, 5-0 on the season, which means a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, it sounds like so far, Neosho may be the team to beat in the postseason. I mean, so far they have an unblemished record. They seem like they definitely know what they're doing here.
As another attack comes, Red Raven's able to clear that one out. Good job there. We're having Ryan Butcher look at some live updates of the volleyball game. Anything yet, Ryan Butcher?
I'm trying because I'm mainly watching the game and just idly tapping away at my phone with my free hand.
Are you telling me you can't do 100 things at one time?
I'm not one of my students. If I tried to divide my attention, you would get none of it. So I end up paying attention to the soccer game more than anything. Again, that's just my this is my general state of mind.
Okay, so here we go.
But if I can find it, you will be the first to know.
Just whenever you feel like they stop in, just say time check, and then I'll tell you.
Ooh, tough clash right there. Both players okay, though. Glad to see that. Defense steps up. Ball trickles out into the box. That could have been a difficult deflection right there, but it was not. Cleaned up by the Red Raven goalkeeper.
So I found the information, the privilege information. I just asked Zach.
Okay.
They won 3-0.
3-0 against the number 4 team in the nation.
Yes, indeed.
Wow, making it look easy.
I mean, do they have teams that win 3 national championships in a row?
There might be one coming up in about 3 or 4 months or so.
Can we call that the treble? Can we do that? I think it's okay.
That would be a pretty. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll look at maybe coining that phrase specifically for us.
I mean, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but they would have earned it.
Delise Downing, what a great coach. Good defense there from Taboda. Stuck with that one.
Oh, I was about to say, he was almost able to keep that one under control, even off balance.
He's upset with himself right there, but a lot of effort put into that play.
Yeah, no complaints. There's only so much you can do against gravity, right? Ooh, heavy challenge from Jordan Mooney. Not able to get the ball, though. And
what a nice pass
Neosho is
there.
on the break. It is 3-on-2 right now. Looks like
What will
he's going
he
to
do?
take it and is able to just poke it past the goalie, slot it into the side netting.
Cool, calm, and collected there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give a lot of credit. He sized it up, went low and hard to the goalie's left-hand side. Can't really blame him for letting that one go by. Other Red Raven activity, though. So Friday we have volleyball at 3 and 7 p.m., and then Saturday 3 and 7 p.m. as well.
Sunday, I think, is when the women are playing another soccer game. Is that also the men? Are they also playing on Sunday? Well, we'll have to ask our experts who are currently checking with the other experts.
I actually think that
on
is
the internet.
Saturday at 2 p.m. I know the men play.
Oh, is that Saturday at 2 p.m.?
And then we also have cross country on Saturday, and then we also have football traveling away to Iowa Central.
So it looks like the women play. They play Iowa Central at 1 p.m.
No, that's
soccer team.
Is that football or is that the women's soccer team?
That is the women's soccer team.
Okay.
You confused me when you asked, "Is it football?" I was like, "Yes."
And then the listeners at home are like, "Whoa, Dirk, yes." Red Raven defense just.
I know
able to
that.
clean this up.
I know that next Wednesday is the next conference game, which I want to say is against Allen, and and again, that's both the men and women playing at 5 and 7 as they're doing today.
Okay.
So that one should be a good one. Do you know my dad was wanting to come by and watch those games?
Why not? Good competition.
Right. He retired, so I was like, "Hey, maybe I should just drive up to Coffeyville and watch some soccer games."
Bring
It's
him
like,
up to the booth.
Absolutely. It's like,
Be a butcher and butcher affair.
oh, do you want him to co-commentate? 'Cause
Might
I
as
don't know
well.
how that would work.
The dream come true.
Yeah, there you go. But whose dream?
Or fired. Either one. You never know. But here we are. Neosho playing this one in the middle. Taking their time, but still dangerous
Yes, and
with their attack.
And it looks like you were correct on Saturday, September 7th. The men do play at 2 p.m., but that's at Rose State College.
Okay.
So that one will be an away game, so hopefully they'll have a stream available. And oh, wow.
Nice pass.
All
Good
by himself.
find.
That. Oh, he was offside, apparently. It looks like it didn't matter. In the
Oh, okay.
end.
Good save, though, either way.
Indeed.
Could have done more with that, but again, the offside call is just going to null all that.
Yeah, I think maybe that kind of affected his finish there. I think he also knew he was offside. It's like, whatever.
Goalie having to come out clean this one up.
Yeah, goalie has been pretty effective at the back. Has been doing a little bit of sweeper keeper role. Has been pushing up a lot to back up the midfield and the defense.
Is it common for a goalie to play that sweeper role, or is that just something unique to certain players?
I think it may be on a player-to-player basis. And wow, the Coffeyville line was high.
A
but
lot
he is
of
not
pace.
offside, and he's got some help. And the goalie he knew the entire time.
Great look, yes. Somewhat telegraphed, like we say in basketball. That was a telegraphed pass. Everyone knew where he was going. Maybe he should have went on goal right there, throw some people off.
From the last touch, he had a pretty rough angle, but if he had cut that back and then tried to go in for the goal, I don't think anyone would have seen that one coming. And hey, why not get clever with it? Why not get cheeky with it?
Or jiggy?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with cheeky.
All right.
Looks like we've got a substitution for Neosho in here. Oh no, looks like we may have a player down, receiving a little bit of treatment just to be safe. I think it is the Coffeyville goalkeeper. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's not the goalkeeper. It's one of our defenders.
Looks like that's Tabota there.
Yeah, let's get a zoom in right there, and looks like he's favoring his hamstring just a little bit.
Oh, that's too bad. Tabota always fights on that back line. He's a very tough defender.
Yeah, it looks like he's got. What is that? Some athletic tape or
something on that right side. Yeah, he's not happy to come out. He likes to play virtually the whole game. He's not happy to have to come out there. Maybe an ice pack or a bag of popcorn, maybe.
Yeah, that always makes me feel better. But let's see, we're gonna have. I believe that was Luis who came on for him. Yeah.
Throw in from Neosho.
Oh, that pops up and out for a corner kick for Neosho. Been very dangerous on set pieces during this game.
That ball rolled all the way to Independence by now.
Yeah. You just barely see it off the distance, like it's become a star in the constellations.
Wow. Did you write that yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Or Robert Frost. I don't know. It was one of us.
Corner played here. They've been taking short corners, but it doesn't look like they'll do that this time around. Well, they've at least given the option to take the short corner, but
nice punch there from the goalie.
Oh,
and
wow.
excellent volley by the Neosho player. There wasn't
Yeah.
much he could have done after he knocked it away to get back into position.
he took his time, sized that one up, got his foot to where he wasn't just going to sky it, over the goalpost. Got over it. Good technique, good pace. And here we are, 7-1.
Got to see what they're going to do.
And here we go. Start back up. Red Ravens find themselves down by 6 goals, 7-1. Own goal back in the first half.
That was the second goal. The first one was, of course, the set piece.
Yeah, the nice chip in, correct?
Yeah, the chip led to a header. And then after that, they've just come fast and furious.
Well, and Ravens able to pull one back. Thought that might create some momentum going forward. But Neosho, as we have said before, as everyone can see just from the results from their games, an attacking team, a lot of firepower. Just too much for the Red Raven defense tonight.
Got a good opportunity. Got some help on the wing there. But he was even holding his run. He was waiting for it, too. Stand onside, hoping to get played on. He might get another chance here, though.
Wouldn't mind to see them just forget about the scoreline overall and just try to play a technical game from here.
Here, there you go. Just see it through. Take some time and maybe. Maybe don't do that.
Well, and that's I don't even need to see the number on that one. I'm pretty sure that was Prado there.
I think you're right.
I think Wallace is the type of teammate either you love him as far as he's your teammate, but the other people playing him don't quite love him, and you got to love that intensity, though.
Yes, you are correct about that.
Good move on the outside. Vitor had to come over and just clean that one up. Good job by him.
And that's what the field looks like.
Field's looking good, looking nice. It's always kind of cool to play under the lights, especially out here on the hill.
Absolutely. I mean, it's nice outside too. Now we were walking around during halftime again, helping to train the replacement goalie.
Oh, nice through ball there. Has
Speaking of
options in
training
the
the
middle.
replacement, oh, that was excellently placed there to block that off. A little bit of a tough. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Sends it back top of the box, and goalie's able to. Oh, I guess he actually didn't get a hand on that. He was
And
just
that was going to
watching it
be my
out.
first question there. Did he actually get a hand on that one?
Looks like he was just watching it out, which shows that he was confident in where the where the crossbar or where the posts were. So you don't want to get a hand to it when you didn't need to, and then just give up a corner kick.
Which is something about the goalie position that I don't think a lot of people just watching casually realize. You're not just out there diving willy-nilly at stuff. You have to calculate how high it's going to go.
Yeah, you have to be super aware. And looks like
Because you don't want to give up a possession. In some games, one possession can change everything.
that's one thing that I always like whenever they're taking PKs and you see the goalie kind of stalking back and forth between their posts, kind of doing like a little bit of a count off and mentally placing themselves. Always kind of makes me think of like a tiger at a zoo or something, just kind of pacing a little bit. And I don't know, there's just something that I enjoy about that because you can tell they're getting themselves ready. But you don't have that luxury in the middle of a game like this, though. And looks like they're going to say that's a goal kick for Coffeyville.
And I question, Ryan Butcher, in what other sport does it go from a team game to a one-on-one game so
Hockey.
quickly? Okay, well, but other than that, I mean, the American sports that we're used to in our culture, we don't really have anything like that. So it's really interesting to pit
It can
two
change
players
the game
against each
immediately.
other. Yeah, and it's everything. Everything rides on that. It was a team game for 90 minutes, and all of a sudden, well, everything changes up, and you've got to save the day.
Do you remember back in the old days of MLS?
Oh, the old days. Okay.
When they would do the PKs where they would take it like it was a hockey game, like they would start at half and dribble the ball up
Actually,
and
I don't
shoot.
remember that. That's interesting.
Oh, man, it was so weird. I remember because that was back in the... Was that back in the 1980s is when they... No, I take that back. It was back when we hosted the World Cup because part of hosting the World Cup was that we had to
So 94.
revive the MLS. Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, we had the USL beforehand, but that was when we had to get like a major league that was part of our hosting.
Sure.
So we had to get
That's
that.
interesting that they went from all the way at half
And
at the half court or half line.
It actually led to it was far back, and I think it led to a lot more goals than a normal PK does. And normal PKs already have a pretty high scoring percentage. So I don't know why they started it, and I don't know why they stopped.
Well, but we do know why they laugh at us over here when it comes to soccer here in the United States. I'm sorry to say,
no one
but
laughs at us.
oh well.
We have a championship winning World Cup team. They can't laugh at us.
Okay, here we go. Wayne Rooney doesn't appreciate the MLS so much. Have you seen his comments?
Oh no, what do you say?
Oh, he
now
just-
that he's gone.
Oh, he's getting out of there. He's player coach now, right?
Yep,
back
he's
in
player
England.
coach for Derby, I think.
He didn't quite care for the turf. He didn't quite care for the refereeing. He didn't quite care for the travel either, is what he said.
Don't we have a soccer trainer from Derby as well, if I'm not mistaken, or is he no longer here?
I'm not quite sure.
I could have sworn we did at one point. So hey, if you're listening to this, I remember you.
Nice, nice. Shout out to everyone all across the world watching the broadcast tonight. We have players from Serbia, Brazil,
England.
Africa as well. Christine Kataru.
Yep. Yes. So she is from Kenya, I believe. I screwed that up earlier, and so I did want to get that right.
Way
this
to
time.
go, Butcher.
So if any of her friends and family are listening, like, oh, thank goodness, I finally got it right.
And then we also have Manley from the women's team. She's from Ireland.
Yes. Nice. Nice pressure put on that ball to kind of force him away from it to give Coffeyville a chance to run. Good
Ooh, this
ball
one
to
opens
the
up.
wing, pouring on the speed. Got one touch, second touch on. Oh, that was a dangerous ball. See, now that's the kind of play that we want to see. That was
Yeah, no
a
doubt
really
about it.
forward thing, and he had a lot of support, put it into a good spot, but the defense was wise to it. Looks like he might want to take it a little bit quickly, perhaps. No.
Like to see that they're keeping their heads up, attacking, trying to make something happen.
Absolutely. I mean, you only get so many times to play, so you got to make them count. But yeah, got a very diverse team from all over the world. So we're just going to see if they can make something happen here. And it's going to swing at it first time. Yes, he is. Not able to get past the defense, though, and Coffeyville are going to have to settle for a throw-in.
Yeah, it could have been a dangerous ball, but wasn't because of the Neosho defense.
Someone cooling off on the track there almost took the brunt of that.
Got to keep your head on a swivel down there, you know. Jordan Mooney will size up his options. Big boot into the box.
Very big boot.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jordan Mooney in an attacking role.
Oh, I mean, he
Throwing
finds
forward.
He finds himself in the attacking role in quite a few occasions.
He faked through it, but he did not fake out our camera women. I just want to point that out. Our camera women were all over that. Going to give a shout out to Mercedes and Desiree. Cameron as well. Exactly. Good job there in the midfield. Ooh,
Cheeky little back heel. Love it.
cheeky. Good battle there.
Referee says,
Huh.
nope, play on.
I don't quite agree with that one.
Caulfield's going to have to scramble to get back on defense here. The midfield's pretty high up the pitch.
And we know how dangerous Neosho is going forward.
He tried himself a cheeky back heel as well. Didn't work out.
Oh, good play through there.
That was a good dummy, but in the end was picked up by the Neosho defense.
7-1, 26 minutes left in this second half. It has been a tough one here for the Red Ravens.
There is not a black shirt within miles from there. I'm not sure who he was aiming
Oh,
for.
tough pass, though. Could have been dangerous. Good job by Mooney to clean that up.
Keeps it cool, calm under pressure.
So Jordan Mooney from – go ahead and say that for me, Ryan Butcher. Giving a shout-out here.
To Basingstoke, I think is how that's pronounced.
Basingstoke, England.
But I don't feel incredibly confident about that.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just feel like I've heard that at some point in my life. Or maybe there's just like a part of me that recognizes these English names.
We'll give a shout-out there. And let's do a little bit of trivia. How about we do some trivia real quick? You talked about the World Cup that was held in the U.S. Let's see. Let's challenge our live chatters. Who won? And don't give them the answer, Ryan Butcher.
know, but I'm not
Who
saying
won the
nothing.
World Cup that was held in the United States in 1994? Hint, hint, we do have players from that country
Yes,
on our
indeed.
team.
Also, hint was not the U.S.
What? I thought it was. No, I'm just kidding. So, hey, live chatters, if you have the answer, just go ahead and put it up there.
Yeah.
Let's say at about the 20-minute mark,
we made it out of
we'll
the
go
group
back.
stage for that, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we made it out of the group stage. During
With
that, and then-
Alexi Lawless and
Yeah,
Kobe Jones and,
then,
those guys.
And then it was a subsequent one in 1998 was the disaster one where we lost all 3 games.
Let's move on to bigger and better things here. Let's not dwell. But here we have Guy. We have Prado. Good camera shot there.
Action shot. Who do you think's taking it?
Prado.
Prado.
I'm going to go with, number 12.
I agree. You can see he's itching to throw that right boot into it, and he does.
Oh.
Off the wall, but it will come back and just sends it through, and it peels off for a Neosho.
Possibly off an elbow?
Um,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a
there's a little
conspiracy
confusion
theorist.
here. Okay, it looks like it is going to be a Coffeyville throw-in.
Okay. Prado.
I was a little confused because I was looking at the linesman.
Ooh, into the box. Nice one.
Oh, it looks like he let it sit for the player behind him, but in the end was not able to slow it down enough for him. But yeah, there's actually a really good podcast about that called American Disaster, I think, by Roger Bennett, who, if you've ever watched Men in Blazers on NBC Sports or listened to their podcast, it's a really informative podcast, and you get interviews with Alexi Lawless and people like that to kind of break down just what happened. And I don't know, it brought back some painful memories.
Painful memories,
from
exactly.
Not
yes.
exactly childhood, but childhood enough. And, yeah, I actually did like it, though, that they kind of broke down exactly why that happened, because we were riding high off that last
After in the
performance.
94, yeah.
Yeah, we were feeling cocky. Like, we were, uh-oh. He's just,
Okay, so Bruno, I think, is going to get a talking to here.
a lot of people being gestured to, and here's
Never
what
mind.
we're waiting for.
Okay.
Looks like a yellow card for the Neosho player. I guess all of that was due to protestations coming from the Coffeyville players saying, hey, where's your card? Seeing a look at that deep bench right there.
Bruno lining up for this free kick.
By the way, it was called maybe it was called American Fiasco. Whatever.
That's interesting. I'll have to check that out.
It's super good. It's only like 10 episodes long too. I like a good mini podcast. And
Ball into the box.
able to do just enough so that the Neosho player couldn't clear it. Tries to turn with it, but will win the throw in.
Always running. Number 24, Alejandro Garcia Perez. Always running. Always giving 100%.
Yeah, you can see him. He cannot hold still.
Get him. Always looking for that. Oh, and so Gully just going to.
We were getting a good close up of him because we know where the action is. It's on Alejandro.
True.
Looks like Neosho's going to try to play it out of the back again.
Very methodical with their attack.
And this is where they've been able to carve up.
Oh,
the
they had a
time and
run
time
there in the
again,
middle.
but a little too heavy on that one.
Long ball sent out and taken by Neosho. Dangerous ball right there. Red Ravens almost got on the end of that one.
They have one. Do they really? Yeah, at the McDonald's by the school. They got a bundle for $3.
Long ball sent and cleared away by the Red Raven defense. Good job there. Despite being down such a large margin, still playing hard, still giving a lot of intensity.
Mm-hmm.
Neosho always dangerous, though, moving forward.
And has to head that out outside the box. Very smart to clean that up.
So we talked about the sweeper keeper earlier, and do individual, or is that something that's taught or not? But in that situation, there was no other choice,
Yeah,
correct? I mean, he
kinda
had to come out. Yeah,
It's either that or risk the player getting it under control in your box, and you are going to pay for that. And what an excellent ball send in.
Nice.
Nice play. He's got some help. It's 2-on-1 up front. Is looking for the chance to give it to him, and ultimately is not able to give him the kind of service he would have liked.
I just hung on to it for a little
But
too long
Coffeyville
there.
will have a chance to try again, albeit with more Neosho defenders. And oh no, that would have been beautiful. But I don't think he was expecting that to fall to his foot. With the Neosho players going up, I think he was expecting them to make some contact with it.
Well, and there it is again. Garcia Perez is all over the place. Found himself in the right spot there. Just wasn't able to get a big boot on that one. Yeah, and it looked like not only was the defender going to hit that, but maybe even another Red Raven player. And when it fell to his boot, it was sort of a surprise. Here's one into the box, and this is going to be laid off. And great stop.
That's actually kind of amazing.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was actually some very good defending.
I
right
was
there.
actually bracing myself for another goal call there.
99 times out of 100, that is a goal no matter how you shake it. But that was actually very good defending from both the defenders and the goalie. Were able to do some work. But we're going to go for an in-swinging corner. Looks like they're through messing around with the short option.
No matter how you shake it.
Those in-swingers
I like that one.
Oh, gets ahead to it, but
I think
It's a
the
bit
Ronaldo bicycle went through his head right there,
Oh,
and a pretty good shot there on
not
goal.
a bad volley. We
Not
like
at all.
it. They really haven't been shy about trying that.
The Ronaldo bicycle went through his head. I
Ronaldo
do think.
bicycle.
All right, so actually we're below 20 minutes left to go. I said that we would come back to that trivia question. 1994 World Cup. Who was the winner?
Do I need to check the chat to see if anyone said anything?
Hey, let's do it. Check the chat. And say that 5 times quick.
All right, we are sending our broadcast master.
Our
on it.
statistician, if you would. Oh,
yes.
all right. Very good. So we're hearing from our statistician that the answer,
Was Brazil.
and he's seeing that all
Answered.
over the board.
Answered by multiple players.
Yes.
A lot of Brazilian viewers, I'm sure, with our Brazilian players on here enjoying it. I remember, I think that's when the Americans' love affair with the Brazilian team kind of kicked into high gear.
No doubt
because
about it.
I think we actually, is it that we lost to them in the elimination round?
We'll
I
have
mean,
to check that, but I remember that was, and I think he might have been hurt during the World Cup, but that was somewhat the coming out party for me, at least, with the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's kind of when, if you hadn't heard of the Brazilian team up until that point, which, keep in mind, it was America. It was the 90s. There was a chance you hadn't.
Sure.
You did after that.
Well, and they wore the Nike kits, too. And as popular as
Oh,
Nike
yeah.
was, I mean, for them to wear the kits plus to be the best team, it just all made sense, you know. And Nike was booming at that time, you know, just getting off the floor with athletes like Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan and, you know, people like that.
Who, unfortunately, didn't play soccer very well.
I bet Bo Jackson could be a pretty good soccer player, though.
Maybe back in the 90s. I don't know how
Oh,
he
man, don't get him mad.
Oh, that was really well played back to the goalie there.
Good job by Mooney.
Yep. Got to keep a cool head on there. Got to do that just right, and he did.
Cool as a cucumber.
I believe that's what they say in England, yeah.
I might get some feedback on that. You never know.
Actually, I think in England they just use them for, like, tea sandwiches.
Cucumbers.
Mm-hmm. Again, in the chat, feel free to confirm or deny.
Feel free to
All of those-
badmouth Ryan Butcher as much as you want.
They're not staying up
He can
that
take
late
it.
in England.
He
It's
can
really
take it.
late there right now.
I bet Jordan Mooney's family's watching.
Actually, yeah, I guess that's possible. It's I'm trying to think how late it would be because I got a friend who lives in Bournemouth.
Oh,
and,
and-
a little bit of extracurricular there. You can see that Alejandro saying that, hey, I was the wronged one here.
Well,
oh,
and
no, the ref is going to bring that one back. Let's see what he has to say.
I was going to say, I mean, Alejandro, I think, has legitimate beef there. I mean, he was just trying to get the ball, just trying to throw it in, trying to make it a quick play.
Just going to see a little bit of chat. How's the ref going to handle this? Going to tell him, hey, calm down. I think he's not reaching for a card right now. So it says, hey. So at least while we figure that out, we'll wait for the next 17,000 minutes left in this game.
Throw in here for the Red Ravens as we get this sorted out.
There we go.
Number 15, Josh Clayball.
Is this the first time we've seen him in?
Nah,
For this one?
he's been in. He's seen some time throughout
Oh,
the
okay.
match.
I was
yeah.
actually trying to think of when he got subbed in. That's actually the one thing I miss about not being on the third floor is that I like saw every single sub, and now it's just like, you know, I tend to miss it if I'm not paying 100% attention because I tend to watch where there's the cool new track and there's the pitch, and there we go.
There's a throw in there. And so, yeah, 1994 World Cup winner, Brazil, and they've won the most, or they are tied for the most? How does that work? Do you know?
Do you know, it's weird if you hadn't asked me that and put me on the spot because I was thinking it was Germany, but then now the more I'm thinking of it, I'm not 100% positive.
I'm pretty sure it's Brazil. I'm going to put my money on Brazil. Nice attack. Found him in the middle.
Oh,
Wow.
So close there.
Yeah, that was close. Really good play there. Guarantee that player wants that one back. I think that was
And yes,
Prado, number 12.
You are correct, by the way. It is Brazil who not only won in 1994, but won in 2002. Another that was the year, I think, in 2002 was when the U.S. men got all the way to that game against Germany.
It was an awesome tournament
Once
for
that
us.
was like the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I always felt we got a little bit robbed in that one, but I was happy that Brazil got the win, and that was their last World Cup win, although not the last one, just the last one historically.
Sure.
There will be more. There's
Yeah, there
always
will be
more.
for sure, yeah. And so here we go, 15 minutes left in this one. Tough score line for the Red Ravens, still battling, though. Wallace Prado going to send this one forward.
Oh, almost able to squeak that one past the keeper.
Interesting ball. So Germany has to be second, then. It must be Brazil first, Germany second. I imagine France and Italy are up there as well. I know that Uruguay has one or two.
I know that Italy has won it at least twice, and one of my favorite pieces of soccer trivia. I actually have a book about just like the history of the World Cup, and it was under Mussolini, who told them that if they didn't win the World Cup, they were going to be executed, and they won it back to back, and then of course World War II kicked off, and that was the end of the World Cup for a while. But
Talk about motivation there.
yeah, I'm not saying we need to do that to the U.S. men's national team, but
It's interesting to think about back in the early 1900s, what was going on with some of the corrupt leaders around the world and how that trickled into sports some way. You think that those two things are separate, but they're not.
Oh, and Germany has won 4, by the way. So
Okay.
So they're just up 1 on the Germans at this point.
That's
The Germans,
interesting.
of course, see, of course, France was the last winners, and yeah, now it's kind of like making me wonder because I know that was Germany back in 2014, of course.
Yep.
Makes you wonder how this is going to go. The Germans, of course, also we played against them in the group stage in 2014, and I watched that entire game from behind the couch. I'm not going to lie, because it was a close one. There are some games you watch in public, cheering, having a great time, and there are some games you watch from behind the couch.
Yeah, sometimes people don't need to see how crazy I go, not only watching soccer, but basketball and whatever else as well. I'm a pretty competitive guy.
Yeah, I think I actually recall the 3 games we had in that group stage. First one was against Ghana. That one was in that.
I do remember that.
That
one.
was a public game, amazing game. Portugal was watched with a friend.
And that was an amazing game. Crazy. It ended in a draw, a
Disappointing.
last-minute header.
2-2 by some jerk, and
He put in the cross. Ronaldo put in the cross.
yeah.
Good ball there.
Oh.
Options.
He was trying to bring it back. He had some help, too. He had 3 players charging forward into the box there. That would have been good.
Good
But
run
yeah,
on that
and then
left-hand side.
I believe it was a 2-0 loss to Germany, which I'll take it.
Especially, I mean, the eventual winner. What are you going to do there?
Mm-hmm.
A really stacked team. Good players. Muller had a really good tournament that year. Cruz had a really good tournament as well.
Yeah, and he's still playing, too.
A maestro in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
I love to watch Tony Cruz play football.
Yeah, and it's just crazy that when I think about it, but there's all those German World Cup winners who are still playing and still playing well, still going strong.
You're exactly right.
Looks like he's going to curve that. Oh, that's a beautiful placement right
Oh,
there.
nice.
Oh, not able to get it. You can see him just kind of falling a little bit like, that actually could have been the one, but excellent cross. Thrown from Joel Gonzalez there, and long ball into the box. The goalie bobbles it a little bit, but able to get it under control.
Could have been difficult. Speaking of how proficient the German team is, Gary Lineker, one time, quoted as saying this.
I know literally the quote that you're going to say.
Football is a simple game. 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes, and at the end, the German wins. The Germans win.
Yeah, except for all those times when Brazil won. more.
But
more so
we
than
do.
The Germans.
Yeah, okay. So we'll get back into action here in Neosho, threatening. Corner 1 here by Neosho, and they are certainly going to take their time taking this.
Do you know what's horrible about this whole conversation?
What do you have?
It's made me realize we're going to have 3 years to wait for another World Cup, and I'm super bummed out just thinking about that.
So
I know we just had one,
Sure.
but I want there to be another one. I mean, I guess we got the Euros, so that'll be something.
Ball into the box, nothing there. I always enjoy watching the Euros. A lot of good football played.
Yeah, and, of course, a lot of my favorite players from my team are on there, so I get to watch how they do. And that was well stopped. Looks like it's going to be a corner for Neosho.
And the Euros will be played this summer across different host cities. So I think London is a host city, Dublin is a host city.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Bilbao in Spain, Bucharest, and I know I'm missing some there.
Soccer's made you very good at geography.
I know where places are now. It's crazy.
Do you actually know, speaking of players and playing during the Euro or for their international teams, when we played against Belgium after we got out of the group stage, I actually was stupidly wearing a Chelsea jersey just because I thought it would be good luck, completely forgetting that Eden Hazard
Yeah, and
was on
other
there.
Belgian players.
And others. And I was like, oh, no, I completely forgot. Because it's like I was wearing that for the win against Ghana, and superstitiously, I was like, I need to wear the same jersey.
I understand. I do the exact same thing.
Did me no good.
Nice little run there in the middle.
Eden Hazard, by the way, I've actually been watching him play ever since he left. Oh, I miss that Belgian so much.
Came in a little overweight, but he's picking it up.
I mean, we all know where the weight's coming from, and that's okay.
Just celebrating a little bit. New
He deserved
contract. Yeah, he definitely did. He's a great player. One of the up-and-coming.
Nice skills there, by the way. Speaking of skills, what we're talking about here. Oh, look at that. Forces a handball. Love it.
Good job there. Joel Gonzalez going to line this one up.
I think that was Allen, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Was the player there?
Wow, okay.
I guess they've decided, you know what, as long as we're out here, let's go ahead and have fun with it, and I can respect that. Because, hey, it is a game at the end of the day.
Well, and it's one thing just to be doing tricks for
Nice.
the, uh, just to do them, but if it's getting you down the field, if it advances the team, then
It's
yeah.
also making the crowd happy. I know you can't hear, but we actually did hear some cheers from the open window when he was kind of juggling his way around that. And
Oh, tough one there. Yeah, he was making a
good way to
nice
draw that
run.
foul. I don't think he was hurt, but I think he's happy to see a yellow card. Yeah, there you go. He's like, okay, there
Well,
we go. I'm
and
good.
despite the score line, good crowd tonight. Another good crowd as well for the women's game. I enjoy being close to the field. I definitely like being up here with you guys, but it's so cool to hear the players talking to each other, even the referees getting involved as well, the fans.
Yeah, and if you were able to see the crowd right now, there's still plenty of people here, and it looks like he may have taken a
Oh,
bit more of a
yeah.
hit than I suspected. But again, he's pretty tough. I think he's going to be all right.
Luis Fernandez.
Yeah, so he's all right. Looks like we're going to try to send one into the box. Good opportunity for Coffeyville to score a sort of late goal here. Oh, going to play it smoothly to the outside, so he was being sneaky there.
Clever.
Oh, good header to the.
Oh,
Whoa!
wow.
That's that
Joel
was something.
Gonzalez, I think, right there, just put his body into that one.
That was some MMA style tactics.
Great
right there.
hustle. He's got a
Yeah,
head of hair on him, too.
he does.
Sadie, she stay in here tonight. Oh, I never started.
Okay, so
He's got a little ways to go if he wants to pull off the full David Luiz, but he can get it started.
he's getting there.
David Luiz, by the way, favorite Arsenal player of all time right now. If you've been watching those games, he's made some boo boos. And yes, I know he's from Brazil, but come on, guys.
He's had some tough matches. We'll just say that.
Do you know, actually, the weird part, I actually have a signed David Luiz picture along with my Aiden Hazard one.
Sure.
But ominously, it fell down and the frame broke.
I think you have to trust those signs.
I know, right? And then it was after that he left for Arsenal. I was like, uh-oh.
Neosho on the break.
He's, I was thinking he might be offside there. The linesman
Ooh,
is
tough
saying,
ball. He's going to size it up. Ah,
well
dangerous
played
boot.
there. Yeah, but enough to stop the play there. But
Nice
yeah.
ball play to the right-hand side, Neosho.
I wonder if I should fix the frame now and maybe, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the picture, and when he starts dominating for Arsenal, because, again, he is a good Brazilian player at heart, I might be able to get some money for it.
Yeah, there you go. But the Hazard one, you'll
No,
always keep that.
I'm keeping that one forever and ever. I'll pass it along to my kids.
Good
or
battle there.
Or my dogs, at least. Someone's getting it when I die.
Your dogs would appreciate that, I know.
I think they would.
Yeah,
I mean,
they would.
They have to watch a lot of football. In
They're
fact,
big Chelsea fans.
I dare say they watch more football than I do, because what do you think I leave on when I leave for work? If there's a football game on, they're going to watch it.
A dog's life, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, if the Secret Life of Pets had been about my dogs, it would have just been a bunch of soccer games back to back. It would have been really boring.
And look at this here. Run from Neosho. 1-2. Wow, that was dangerous.
one came out wide. It looks like it may not have to pay for it immediately, but what's Neosho going to do with it? Oh,
there it
looks
is.
like
Yeah,
that is going to be that penalty kick.
that was
oh,
always
wait,
gonna-
wait, hang on. What are we seeing here? Looks like, yeah, he's pointing to the spot.
That was always going to be a penalty, right? I mean, he went in somewhat reckless, tried to maybe get to a certain spot, but
Do you know what I really want to see? I want to see if our fresh goalie out here can block this one. He's had not the easiest half, but he's made some good saves.
look at that good camera angle right there, too. That's
I
nice.
actually love this. Please don't change the camera angle. This is perfect. And you can hear the crowds going nuts out there, cheering the goalie on.
This is interesting.
Haven't lost heart. All right.
Build the drama, build the drama.
I feel like he's doing his little teapot thing, and I'm very confused. Okay, here we go.
Here's his handle. Here's his, okay.
So it looks
yep.
like we've got a left-footed penalty taker here. How's he going to take it?
Ooh, off the bar.
He's not going to take it very well. And looks like the goalie chose the correct direction to dive, but in the end, didn't have to.
Interesting turn of events there. Not that it would affect the game overall, but
I'd say we call it a save.
let's do it.
by our 12th man on the pitch, the bar, the post.
We will take whatever we can get, Ryan Butcher. That it is for sure.
Yes, we will.
So most of you, I mean, some of you might know Ryan Butcher, but you don't know this. He's a master chef.
Oh, absolutely.
He loves to cook in his free time. Ryan, what are you cooking for us tonight?
I bought some McChickens from McDonald's
So
on my way here.
he bought some McChickens.
Oh, that's a great save.
Nice save.
He was going the wrong way before he planted his feet and shifted. That's a difficult save to make. So
and
good
you
for
can't
him.
blame him for going the wrong way. I mean, that's where the player was going. Just a brilliant shot by the player, too.
Absolutely. Another
Nice.
save. Spills out in front of him and, was able to get a touch on it. Looks like he's going to get that foul called on him here because the player did go in late. And, whoa. Yeah, just saying, hey, what is – the referee is –
I don't think you can get on to either player for that. I think you just let it go.
Yeah,
I mean, you have
he
6 minutes left.
did come in a little bit late, and I can see why he'd be upset because he was kind of putting his body on the line there, and I think the player would have known going in late like that with your feet, you are almost guaranteed to hit the goalie. But, again, what are you going to do? Not go for it? It's kind of like a catch-22.
Your coach is not going to like that if
22.
if you don't go after that ball. Your coach ain't going to be too happy.
So let's just say that legitimate reasons to be upset, but it looks like the center referee is going to be conferring with his assistant, maybe trying to decide if there should be any further discussions
I'd say
happening. A nice string of saves there from our new goalie.
So
Looks like he's limping a little bit, though. He definitely took the brunt of that one.
I really like his intensity and energy off the bench, to start the second half. Shiki tried something in the first, didn't quite work, made the move, and it's worked out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Master Chef Ryan Butcher went and got some McNuggets tonight.
McChickens, thank you very much.
Wow.
After all this controversy over chicken sandwiches on social media, I just decided I was going to go for the classics. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have
I just don't try to get caught up in all that,
Yeah, it seemed kind of silly to me because Chick-fil-A is garbage food, and I'm just going to throw that out there.
Wow, we just lost a sponsor there.
You can talk about that. Actually,
Zach Mitchell, there goes our
Let me look
Chick-fil-A
across.
sponsor.
All right, there's no Chick-fil-A signs hanging up there. They know how I feel now.
This game being brought to you by, whoops.
Not Chick-fil-A.
Not anymore.
I was about to say, I love a good chicken sandwich, so I do get passionate about that, but I stay out of arguments online about it. Because whose mind are you going to change, right? And as Zach throw in there, Brahms actually quite good.
Yeah, Brahms has quality chicken, quality burgers, quality ice cream.
I grew up with that in Oklahoma. I think that's where Brahms got started.
You are exactly right, my friend.
Now, here's where I look to see if we've got a Brahms sign hanging up. We don't, so someone talk to Brahms for us.
Yeah, get a hold of them. Let them know.
Tell them
we're big fans.
Tell them that if we'll give them a chicken sandwich, or rather, if they give us a chicken sandwich, we'll hang a sign up for them.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'd call that a fair trade.
Subway Eat Fresh.
They do have chicken sandwiches there. I know because I worked there.
It's interesting whenever you work at a place. It's almost like you know too much. Ooh, good attack here.
You know, it probably wasn't that I know too much. It's that my boss was super friendly and cool about letting me have a sandwich on my shift. And once you've tried them all and just about all permutations of it, I'm kind of done. I liked them fine, but I'm done.
So,
nice.
Good
right
defense,
there.
yeah.
Excellent standing tackle. Although, I will admit, I did have Subway during the Women's World Cup final game in our in our group watching it at Christensen's house.
Interesting. So did you, eat Subway all the time after that then?
No. That was the last
Didn't
time.
get too crazy, yeah.
Again, it's not. I actually quite like it, but I've eaten so many Subway sandwiches in my lifetime.
I like a Subway melt. I think it has a new name now, too, but I like a melt,
Yes, indeed. Why are we making each other hungry here?
Because we are exactly that. 4 minutes left. Neosho still on the front foot.
Excellent grab there from the CCC goalie, looking to see if he can play it out quickly. Decides to hang on to it. I think he's just gonna drop kick that way out there.
Very good.
Doesn't have a lot of options.
No, and Vitor, he's looking for it. I mean, he needs a little help out there.
That was the smart play right there.
Always providing energy. Vitor Matos.
I love the amount of physical pressure being put on the Neosho player right there. There was a bit of a height difference.
And nonetheless, here they come.
During the women's game, we were having a discussion about Jennifer De Leon, who was fighting for every
Oh,
single
yeah.
ball and coming in at an even 5 feet. does not stop her from consistently fighting for every single ball, and I love it.
I enjoy every single player on that team, but Jennifer in particular on that right-hand side, she has the responsibility of not only defending but moving forward as well.
Oh, yeah. She was
She
all
has
over
to
the
know,
place.
when to do that, when to stick into position. And like you said, she might be the smallest girl on the team, but she has the most fight.
Yes, and speaking as a not tall person, not going to say I'm a short person, not a tall person.
Not tall.
That is something I can appreciate.
Yeah, Jennifer, very smart player, smart in the classroom as well. Nice move.
Oh, that was well cut out by the Neosho midfielder there. Was able to, oof.
Nice flick.
He was there to charge in. Looks like he may have done enough to disrupt the play, but not enough for Coffeyville to regain possession.
Tired legs out there. 2 minutes left. Not a bad run there.
That goes through a lot of legs there. In the waning couple of minutes of the game, Coffeyville has actually, that last goal came a long time ago. And I think that was back in the 35th minute of the game. Oh, wait a minute. I need to count the other way around. I get really confused.
Well, and so we've
After it
given
only
up
been about 10 minutes.
Sure, and we've given up 2 this half, correct?
Yes. So
Give up 2.
Coffeyville could have pretty easily kind of just rolled over and let it turn into a clinic, but they've continued to fight. And credit where credit is due. It's hard. It's kind of demoralizing, but the fact that they've able to that they've kept at it. You get to keep your dignity, and you get to come back to fight another day. And
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing.
And again, you heard the crowd cheer with that stop right there. They're loving that the fight is still going on. People aren't streaming out of the gate.
Vitor there, always
I
good
love that.
for
He's
a
like,
foul.
hey, you can't foul me if I make this motion towards you. Look at him creeping up behind him. Just expect him to just reach out and just poke him on the back. It's like, hey, man, good luck.
Both teams probably just need to cool it down a bit, play out this game, and go to their respective locker rooms and
have some pizza.
Call it a night. Yeah, exactly. Ball cleared out there. Good job. We keep mentioning all this food, and everyone in the booth is just like dying up here.
I really should have kept my mouth shut on that one.
That's all right. Again, Cam and Mercedes and Dads, good job tonight. All of our people on the sidelines as well.
Yep. We'll have some good action shots, too, and those should be available to see, and you can check those out on Red Raven Athletics if you want to see some of the highlights, some of the interviews. Zach was mentioning something where he's got his 3-minute interviews with Coach Schicky, and, of course, there's a lot of good extras there if you want to just kind of keep up with the players and keep up what's going on with the program. And, speaking of which, we got 15 seconds left, and I don't think we're done yet.
And not only, the soccer program, but you have, football, volleyball. Go to the CCC or coffeyville.edu website. We have school events, humanities programs.
Quiz Bowl.
It's happening on campus. Yeah, Quiz Bowl as well. So what an exciting first game, 2-0 score from the women. A little bit of a letdown for the men, 7-1. However, a very positive second half going forward for Schicky and the boys.
And don't forget, we'll be streaming again on Wednesday, 5 for the women and 7 for the men. So we will be seeing you all next week.
All right, folks, have a good evening.